Hi, I want to go over installation of Fiji for PC, how to update Fiji and install some of the plugins, as well as assign the memory for Fiji, which is important if you have large data files. All right. So in order to install Fiji, we will go on to the website fiji.sc. It should bring you a page that looks like this. We'll go ahead and download from the link. There will be a bit of an awkward silence from my side till I reach the 323 MB mark. So I'll let you look at this nice spinning round wheel. And once it's almost over, we'll go ahead and open the Fiji app. It seems everything is there, but you double click over there. Double click on image J, Windows 64. It looks as if it's a perfect thing, but it's not. Go ahead and click on extract all. I'm going to extract this in the folder. It's going to take a little bit of time. And once it's over with, I'm going to transfer. You can literally use this. Okay, so this is ready to be used, but it's in my download folders right now. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer this folder to, let's say, one of the folders in my C drive because I'm using a shared computer. I'm going to transfer that under my name. I already have one of the Fiji with me, so I'm just going to call it Fiji1, but you don't have to do that. And we'll go ahead and transfer it right here. Okay. Now I'm going to double click on image J. This is the Fiji application that you will be using. So when you click on image J, Windows 64, it will appear as Fiji, and it's going to ask you right away, there are updates available. Would you like to install them? And the answer is yes, please. For this moment, I'm going to say okay. And it's going to update Fiji and all the associated plugins from the database. So I'll let that get over real quick. And you can click on show details to see what exactly is going on. And once we are almost done with this, it's going to tell me restart image and help update to continue with the update. Okay, so we're going to just do that. I'm going to restart Fiji. And one of the best thing to do is create a shortcut, and you can transfer this shortcut onto your desktop so that you can use that all the time. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Fiji. And remember that help update part. So I'm going to go to help, update, and make sure everything is fine. But what it's going to show you is all the things that it needs to update. Now, you can go ahead and say apply changes, and it will do that. So let's go ahead and click apply changes. It's going to update everything. Okay, and next time once we restart Fiji, so I'm going to restart it as they asked me to. So I restarted Fiji, and what you can do now is go back to help, update, and it will tell me, well, there is nothing left to update, right? Which is perfectly fine, it's updated. Now here's where there is something to learn, which is how to install some of the plugins from the update sites, right? So you can click on manage update sites and say you want to install something, one of the plugins from here. Let's say I want to install BioVoxel tools over here, right? So I can click that. I want to install, let's say, CSPD. Let's do that. Let's do CSB Deep, right? Because that's one thing you will be using for Stardust. So let's say if you want to use Stardust, you need to have two different plugins with you. One is CSB Deep, and second is Stardust itself. So I'm going to go down and look for Stardust, which is right over here. And I'll say update. Actually, just say close and nothing else. Okay, so I'm just going to go and say close. And it shows you in the list that it's going to get installed. And if I apply changes, I will be able to install Stardust in Fiji. All right. So, but to have Stardust functioning, you also need to download CSPD. All right. So once that's done, once I restarted my Fiji, which I don't think it restarted. So let me restart Fiji. So I restarted this. And now if I go to plugins, I can see Stardust right over here as my plugin, which was not present earlier. And I should have showed that to you that it was not present earlier, but just take my word for it, it was not. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you is about assigning memory. So Fiji works on your RAM. You can check out how much RAM you have in your computer. And I believe it's going to be from here. Okay, here we go. I should be able to find under all settings, system, about this computer, and it should show somewhere how much RAM I have, right? So I have 16 GB of RAM. What does that mean? I can assign up to, let's say, 14 GB of RAM for Fiji to access, which means my Fiji can utilize memory up to 16 GB whenever it's processing something, okay? So I believe I want to tablet mode. No, I don't want tablet mode. Perfect. Okay, so I can go back to Fiji and look at something called, okay, so I'm back to my Fiji, go to edit, options, and go down to memory and threads, right? So I've assigned up to 12 GB of memory for my Fiji. You can assign, let's say, depending on how much RAM you have. If you have 8 GB of RAM, you can assign up to 6,000 GB, 6,000 MB of memory. I wish that was 6,000 GB, 6,000 MB of memory, which is around 6 GB, and so on, right? So I'm fine with what I have. I'm gonna say okay, and that's pretty much it. So this should kind of get you ready for Wednesday. Let me know if you have any questions or issues, and I can help you with that, or we can help you with that, which is both Stoyan and I. All right.